If somebody tells you that being sexy is all about how you look, they're completely wrong, because sexy is more about the energy. It's not a body type, it's not a certain look, it's how you carry yourself and what you think about yourself. The only thing you need to do in order to become sexy is to believe that you're sexy. You just have to decide that. It's a mental thing that you have to decide on. If you decided that you're sexy, you carry yourself quite differently. You carry yourself with this confidence and intention, and you have this magnetic aura about you anywhere you walk into, and you have this amazing confidence that radiates throughout everything you do. And this is the only way you're going to become actually truly sexy. You can change your style, you can do all the beauty procedures, but if you don't feel the beauty and this confidence inside of you, you will never feel sexy for yourself. Today, my video is dedicated to help you feel sexier for yourself, not for other people, but to please yourself, to make yourself happy again, to make yourself feel confident in your body again. Performance is always temporary, but when you actually embody it and you become it, that's for life. This sexual energy that is so magnetic is actually present within all of us. It's just over the years of self-abandonment, and also a lot of these societal pressures to be a certain way. Maybe your parents told you that you can't be sexy, or you can't wear that, or maybe you had some boyfriends in the past that told you, you know what, you just can't do that. And today I want to strip all of that down and actually become spiritually naked. I want you to take off all of these judgments, all of these fears, all of these projections from other people, and actually become more authentic, almost come closer to yourself, to your authentic self, and be more honest about your desires, because this sexual energy is our life force. We all have it within us, and it's not just something you perform, as I said, it's something that you are. A lot of women feel sexy only when somebody chooses us, when there's a boyfriend, a partner, a friend that tells us we look great, we look attractive, we look sexy. But the ultimate goal is to feel sexy, attractive, magnetic, no matter if you're surrounded by people that tell you that you're that or not. The ultimate goal is to have this deep knowledge within you that you're attractive, that you're magnetic, that you're hot, no matter how you look. It's just something that you are. It's your energy that makes you hot, that makes you attractive. And because being hot is more about what you think about yourself rather than your physical look, this video is structured in two parts. First part is all about mindset, and second part is my practical tips on how to actually become sexy in the physical world. A lot of us want to jump onto the physical and practical steps because it is easier to glow up from the outside. It's easier to do a 10-step skincare routine than actually work on your mindset and your limiting beliefs and actually work on your inner dialogue. It's easier to do your makeup right than actually get your inner dialogue right, because the inner dialogue affects your whole life experience. And if you tell yourself that you're ugly, you will never feel sexy. You will never feel sexy no matter what you do on the outside, no matter what nails you do, what makeup you do, what hair you do, what clothes you wear. You can look like a Victoria's Secret model. I've been saying this so many times. You can look like Miss World, but if you don't feel that inside, you will never feel sexy for yourself. You will never be confident and magnetic in your own skin, because inside you are your biggest critic. But I want you to become your biggest supporter, your biggest fan. Even if you don't have people telling you that you're beautiful, that you're sexy, that you're hot, that you're all of these amazing things, I want you to keep telling this to yourself. Always speak highly about yourself, not just in front of other people, but your internal dialogue. You know when something doesn't go right and the first thought you have, oh shit, I suck. I'm an idiot. Like, what am I doing? Don't talk to yourself like that. Would you ever talk like that to your daughter? Treat yourself like this little girl that you really care about. I recently saw this reel about how our internal dialogue affects our beauty, and I thought that's so interesting. It's so amazing how our internal dialogue has such a huge impact on our beauty. We think that it doesn't matter. Oh, how I talk to myself, it's not gonna affect my beauty. It does. At the beginning, this woman is thinking positively about herself. She has positive thoughts. She thinks to herself she's beautiful, she's all of these amazing things. She looks radiant, she looks like she's full of energy. And then she starts thinking negatively about herself. She starts thinking that she's ugly, she's all of these negative things. And you can see in real time, how she's aging. Her radiance is leaving her body. She's changing in real time. This video is so crazy because it literally shows you in real time that how you talk to yourself affects your beauty. We think, oh, like it doesn't matter. We think that if I do all of these procedures, if I put nice makeup on, if I do a surgery, let's say, I will look hot, I will look beautiful. But if you still have those negative and ugly thoughts about yourself, you will still not be radiant. You will still not have that magnetic confidence that everybody is looking for. So always start with your internal dialogue. Never talk badly about yourself, even when nobody is watching, even when nobody can hear you. Think and talk to yourself in the positive manner. Of course, another part of it is just being authentically you. When I think about somebody who is unapologetically sexy, it's Samantha Jones from Sex and the City. It's one of my favorite characters for a reason, because she's just so her. She doesn't need to apologize for being herself. She speaks her mind, she does what she wants, she wears what she wants. And I think this is something that makes her so sexy for herself, because she doesn't do it for performance, which is what I like the most about her character, is that she embodies this unapologetic confidence. She doesn't do it for other people. And I think it's really important to distinguish when it's performative and when it's actually authentic. When you want to wear something for yourself versus when you want to impress somebody else, it's two different energies. Always make authentic choices. When you want to wear something, when you want to say something, it's always better to speak your mind. It's always better to listen to your heart and be yourself, because that's what makes you sexy. That is the sexiest thing you can do, is to be yourself. And I know it sounds cliche, like be yourself, be authentic, all of these things, but it is so true. It's so true. But how many of us are actually authentic? How many of us are not like filtering what we're saying or how we're behaving? And I think the more we can strip it down and the more we can actually be a little bit more vulnerable is better. This energy is very contagious. People who are more true to themselves, they're way more likable. They are way more magnetic because they have this polarizing energy about them. I'm telling you this not just to be likable or to be magnetic in the eyes of other people, but to actually have a better quality of life. I used to be the person that was scared to be seen a certain way. Oh, maybe I'm too loud, maybe I'm too much of a bitch, maybe I'm a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And I always wanted to be a certain way so that I'm accepted, so that I'm liked by other people. But then I realized that if I'm authentic, I'm attracting the right people into my life. If I'm trying to fake it, then all of the opportunities and all of the people that I'm attracting are not really meant for me, because they don't see me for who I am. They see me for what I show them, but it's not the real me. So this energy of authenticity is always more contagious because it attracts the right people and ultimately makes you sexy. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't touch on discipline. Being disciplined makes you sexy. It's when you keep promises to yourself, you show your nervous system that you can trust yourself. And having this deep trust in yourself, in your abilities, in your choices, is what makes you so confident and so sexy for yourself, because you know that you can trust yourself, and there is nothing sexier than self-trust. Discipline is also how you keep promises to yourself when you say no to things that drain you, when you say yes to things that excite you. Sexy is all about having your own boundaries and sticking to them. You can enforce boundaries, but then if you don't stick to them, it doesn't really hold. So your words have to have weight to them. You have to keep promises to yourself. That is the only way you will feel confident in yourself. Let me tell you that if you take all of my mindset tips and actually start working on them, you'll realize that all of the practical things are just a bonus. But I'm a true believer that the biggest transformation always comes from within. If you want to create lasting change, you have to focus on mindset, as well as the external parts. But the mindset is where it's at. It's not just how you look, it's actually how you feel. But of course, I'm not gonna leave you hanging, and I'm gonna give you some practical tips. My number one feel sexy for yourself tip is to book solo photo shoots for yourself. Having solo photo shoots is like a love letter to yourself, because when you look back at yourself, how you looked, how you felt in that moment, you really remember that feeling. And it's something that is honestly not mandatory, but it's highly advised, because it's something that you will look back on and you're like, wow, I was so hot, I was so sexy, and I still am sexy every single year, no matter how old you are, how young you are. I think this is such a great gift to yourself. I know some people that do it on their birthdays, which is a great idea. I do it more often. I probably have a solo photo shoot every quarter. I like to experiment and I like to see myself in different looks, in different energies, and I do photo shoots that are completely different every single time, so that I can step out of my comfort zone and try new things, that maybe different makeup, maybe different studios, maybe outside photo shoots. But it's something that excites me a lot because I do it for myself. A lot of the photo shoots that I didn't even post a photo because I wanted to keep it to myself. And it's something that really helps with your confidence. If you've never done a solo photo shoot, then what are you doing? Do it for yourself, do it for your confidence. You don't have to post it. You don't have to show it to anyone. But trust me, it's gonna boost your confidence like that. It's gonna make you feel sexier for yourself. Another practical way to feel sexier for yourself is to always wear matching lingerie sets. Nobody will ever know that you're wearing matching lingerie, but your energy shifts immediately. You put a little bit more effort into everyday things, and matching lingerie is just an instant confident boost to your day. If you want to feel instantly more sexy for yourself, wear a matching lingerie set. It's something that nobody sees, but you can feel it. You feel the energy. You walk differently because you are a woman that is put together, that put in the time and energy into feeling and looking her best. And this energy, it can be felt from afar, and nobody needs to know, but you know. My biggest tip is to do it throughout your cycle. Don't just focus on the days where you feel great about yourself. Also focus on the days where you might need a little bit more love, a little bit more encouragement. And always wear a matching lingerie set. It doesn't have to be fancy, but as long as it matches and it makes you feel good, that's gonna make the biggest difference for you. My last practical tip on how to feel sexy for yourself is to start dancing for yourself. You don't have to be a professional dancer to dance. You don't need a partner to dance. You don't need a special equipment to dance. You don't need shoes. You don't need special clothes. You just need music, and you need to let your body feel the rhythm and actually flow the music and enjoy yourself. That when you start moving your body in a way that feels great, you start feeling sexier for yourself. You become more confident when you know what your body wants, when you know how to move it, when you know how to make yourself feel happy, when you know how to move your body in a way that feels pleasant to you. I'm very biased about dancing because I've been dancing professionally my whole life, and I think dancing is one of the greatest things that happened to me. So if you have a chance to try out a local dance studio in your neighborhood, in your city, try it out. It will make you feel so much more confident, so much more sexy for yourself. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at yourself moving so beautifully, you cannot not fall in love with yourself. If you end up going to a dance class, you will also notice that there's so many women that come to those dance classes exactly for that reason, to become more confident, to feel more confident in their body, to feel more sexy for themselves, not because somebody told them to do that, but because they had this desire to move their body, to express themselves more authentically, and to feel sexy. And this group energy of women uniting and feeling good about themselves, expressing themselves, actually makes you even more sexy, because you are surrounded by all of these women that want to make themselves happy. You're not alone. You're surrounded by all these amazing women that want to feel confident. Day by day, you're becoming more confident, more sexy for yourself. I forgot to introduce myself because I got so carried away with this topic. But my name is Alina, and I help women reinvent themselves and step into their power. And I hope to see you again in all of my new videos, because I really believe that I'm creating this inspiring community of women that want to become better, that want to become sexier, more confident for themselves, not to please other people, but to please themselves. I hope to see you again soon.